Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode. If you're new here, this podcast is designed to help you improve your pronunciation skills using the English shadowing technique. In each episode, you'll hear short phrases to repeat out loud, helping you practice and refine your pronunciation. You can also adjust the playback speed for a more comfortable listening and speaking experience. If you find this helpful, don't forget to follow the show and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started.
John reads books. Sophie likes apples. Do they play soccer? She doesn't eat meat. John walks to school. Is Sophie happy? They watch TV. He doesn't run fast. Sophie and John dance. Does she drink coffee? John eats lunch. Sophie sings well. Do they like pizza? She doesn't drive. John writes letters. Is John tired? They play games. He doesn't swim. Sophie draws pictures. Does John cook? She reads magazines. John rides a bike. Sophie cleans the room. Do they watch movies? She doesn't like tea. John listens to music. Is Sophie busy? They eat dinner. He doesn't jump high. Sophie writes stories. Does John play guitar? She walks the dog. John buys groceries. Sophie studies math. Do they visit friends? She doesn't wear hats. John fixes the car. Is John at home? They drink water. He doesn't climb trees. Sophie helps John. Does she like cats? John opens the door. Sophie closes the window. Do they bake cookies? She doesn't ride horses. John paints the wall. Is Sophie outside? They plant flowers. He doesn't like rain. Sophie feeds the birds. Does John work late? She washes the dishes. John builds a table. Sophie takes photos. Do they play chess? She doesn't like spiders. John visits Sophie. Is John at work? They clean the house. He doesn't watch TV. Sophie buys a dress. Does she read books? John drives the car. Sophie waters the plants. Do they like ice cream? She doesn't play piano. John calls Sophie. Is Sophie at school? They eat breakfast. He doesn't like dogs. Sophie writes a letter. Does John like coffee? She walks to work. John buys a gift. Sophie reads a book. Do they play cards? She doesn't like onions. John visits the park. Is John in the garden? They drink juice. He doesn't like carrots. Sophie helps her mom. Does she like flowers? John opens the box. Sophie closes the book. Do they like apples? She doesn't like milk. John paints a picture. Is Sophie in the kitchen? They plant trees. He doesn't like tomatoes. Sophie feeds the cat. Does John like tea? She washes the car. John builds a chair. Sophie takes a nap. Do they play outside? She doesn't like snakes. John visits his friend. Is John at the store? They clean the yard. He doesn't like cheese. Sophie buys a book. Does she like dogs? John drives to work. Sophie waters the garden. Do they like cake? She doesn't play guitar. John calls his mom. Is Sophie at the park? They eat lunch. He doesn't like broccoli. Sophie writes a note. Does John like apples? She walks the dog.
That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comments what you enjoyed most about this episode, who you'd like to see as the next characters in the upcoming episode, or what topic you would like to hear about. Thanks for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.